We're going to give you the keys and the secrets, so keep listening carefully and we'll show you the Bible connections. Now, God promised the children of Israel, this is question 4, that if they would serve and obey him, he would remove all the sickness from them. Additionally, he said, and I will put upon you none of the diseases that were on the Egyptians. Did he keep his promise? You read in Psalm 105, verse 37, he brought them forth, meaning out of Egypt, and there was not one feeble person among their tribes, and there may have been as many as 2 million of them, because it says they had about 600,000 men that could go to war, plus you got the women and children. And so here you've got this nation of 2 million. Can you imagine a nation of 2 million and no clinic? Nobody's sick. The doctor just sitting around watching his watch all day long. He's got nothing to do. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So he gave them some health principles when they were going through the wilderness, and we follow these, we can experience that kind of health as well. Now, I want to be practical. I remember a doctor telling me years ago, he says, one of the most important things you can do for good health, he said, choose your ancestors very carefully. So it is true that there are certain, because of sin, we've got genetic issues, and some people are going to be more predisposed to certain illnesses than others. But even with your genes, you can postpone what those problems are going to be by taking care of your health. You know, one reason I got so excited about this subject, I remember reading about, I don't know if anyone remembers, Jack LaLanne. In my days as a kid, he was the health guru all across North America. Housewives would watch him every morning. My grandma always had him on. And he was wearing his jumpsuit, and he did what they call jumping jacks. You've heard of that. It comes from Jack LaLanne. And he lived into his 90s. I think when he was 70 years old, he pulled a boat with 70 kids across San Francisco Bay swimming. I think he did it again at 80, but may have done it down in San Diego at that time. But, and a little guy, he's like 5'3". But the reason he was so healthy and so conscious of it is his father had a heart attack at 45. And Jack LaLanne was so shaken by that, and he listened to a health lecture like this from someone talking about health and the Bible, and it so transformed him, he ended up turning a whole generation on to the importance of taking care of your bodies and health, and he demonstrated that. He was nice enough to write a little note to me and to thank me for these presentations.